We at PricewaterhouseCoopers Pittsburgh Division have been tasked with developing a regional development center somewhere in the United States. This regional development center will be part of the EB5 visa program. We'll be looking at various cities throughout the United States that either have or currently need further development centers. We will look into various projects that we could use and justify certain costs that may be required for bringing up the center. As a preview of what PricewaterhouseCoopers Pittsburgh Division has put forth, we will be talking about our potential use of Pittsburgh as the new site for a regional development center. Some potential projects for this development center include a mixed-use real estate development area in the Lawrenceville neighborhood of Pittsburgh and further real estate development at the Pittsburgh International Airport. Approximately our cost for initial investment will be about $145,000 with an annual operating expense of approximately $127,000. The benefit of having this regional development center is to attract investors through low-risk investment options, and that would result in high potential for job creation.
The EB5 program was created in 1990 by Congress to stimulate the U.S. economy through job creation and capital investment by foreign investors. It provides investors with lawful permanent U.S. residency through the requirement of investment of $1 million for direct or $500,000 for investment through a regional center. These investments create 10 jobs for U.S. workers. The EB5 visa is the fastest method to gain permanent residency in the U.S. for investors. It has advantages over the H-1B visa in that immigrants have freedom to live and work anywhere in the U.S. There's no visa sponsor requirements, there's no limit, and families gain educational benefits such as schooling, in-state tuition for universities for the investor's children. In the event of political change or significant events for the investor's home country, he and she can immediately gain access to the U.S., and there's no requirement for an investor to be fluent in English. The Regional Center program has the same requirements as the base EB5 investor program, but in addition creates limited partnerships between investors to distribute risk between all parties. It also provides opportunities to create both direct jobs, which are located within the commercial enterprise, and indirect jobs that are created collaterally or as a result of capital invested in a commercial enterprise. We also plan to build a strategic alliance with in-house legal support team. We will build a platform to connect our investment customers with these teams to speed up paperwork processes and to give our investors easy access to the resources they need. This platform will be initially free, but depending on its success, the Regional Center may be able to exploit the network to increase revenue. A 2014 study showed that more than 10,000 foreign investors use the EB5 program to gain U.S. residence annually. Recently, Canada has discontinued a similar program, and the U.S. has expended its HB1 visas. As the supply for these substitutes diminishes, the demand for the U.S. EB5 program, which is already growing, will be accelerated. Our action plan will present a strategy to gain market share in areas of competitive nature and those that have yet to be tapped.
A regional center must first focus on a contiguous geographic region, meaning the location of the center must be in an area of substantial economic growth to support attractive and sustainable investment options. Second, the center must promote economic growth through improved regional productivity, job creation, increased domestic capital investments, and increased export sales if applicable. Finally, the region must provide an investment options that exhibit good fit with the customers and internal capabilities. 3 locations made the shortlist for Regional Development Center placement. These locations include Seattle, San Francisco, and Pittsburgh. Consideration for best fit include industry investment potential, population, local talent, income and cost of living, real estate value, operating costs, exposure, and local competition. Seattle is an exciting urban city surrounded by vast natural beauty. Situated in scenic northwest United States, this sometimes gloomy city has reinvented itself and has become a premier hotspot for technological and other aspiring industries. Despite rapidly rising costs of living, Seattle remains a very popular cultural destination for many of the best and brightest throughout the world. As more large corporations flock to the city and the surrounding area, more and more marketable talent flows in pursuit. While this provides an absolute abundance of riches in recruitment choices, all project needs all projects need to be aware all projects need to be aware that they are most likely competing for the same top level talent, thus making employment turnover quite high in this popular destination. A popular tourist destination, San Francisco is known for its cool summers, fog, steep rolling hills, eclectic mix of architecture, and landmarks, including the Golden Gate Bridge, cable cars, and its Chinatown district. San Francisco is also the headquarters of 5 major banking institutions and various other companies such as Levi Strauss, Gap, Square, Dolby, Airbnb, Twitter, Uber, and Lyft. The city is very well known for its startup mindset and predicates itself as being the go-to place if you have the next big idea. San Francisco's biggest weakness, however, goes in hand with the city's success, as the cost of living there is now the highest in the country. Developing a business or project in this location like this will undoubtedly carry with it massive overhead and upfront costs. However, given the wealth of money flowing into the area, investors shouldn't be too hard to find. Pittsburgh is perhaps the most interesting city to analyze. Known as the Steel City, Pittsburgh was one of the centerpieces for the Industrial Revolution and a world leader in the steel and coal industries. After the World Wars ended, the steel industry took a massive hit, and Pittsburgh struggled mightily for years. However, recently the city has dusted itself off and has become one of the premier technological hubs in the entire country thanks to local booms in both the robotics and energy industries. As a result, this city is a prime for investment and is rich in opportunities as new areas are being built up more and more each year. That being said, despite technological advances, Pittsburgh remains a very old town both in infrastructure and in demographics. Taking into consideration the SWOT analysis, Pittsburgh has been selected as the most premier city for the Regional Development Center. This is due to its most affordable cost of living, abundant source of employment from local universities and institutions, and with the largest growth potential.
Within the Pittsburgh region, we've identified Lawrenceville as a highly attractive area to develop our investment projects. It is one of the hottest Pittsburgh neighborhoods in real estate, and double-digit housing values have appreciated in the last several years. It is culturally diverse and creates business opportunities for a variety of demographics. The city has also been named one of the most livable cities in the nation. It's a short trip from all major Pittsburgh neighborhoods, and projects in the area will be accessible to a high number of customers. We plan to offer investment in a new mixed-use development area that's based on the Bakery Square area of Shadyside, Pennsylvania. These neighborhoods are in demand by young professionals with startups nationwide. As a result, apartments in the area are easy to fill and attract local businesses. This area is a good fit for our investment project portfolio strategy. The Lawrenceville mixed-use development area will be able to support a number of real estate applications, including apartments as well as commercial space for restaurants, bars, and shops. These areas will attract young, affluent professionals looking for these kinds of amenities. The combination of these retail areas will present huge profits for our investors and a trend that will have developments to attract more businesses in the surrounding area.
Pittsburgh International Airport was first opened in October 1992 and is managed by the Allegheny County Airport Authority. It is capable of being a hub for a major airline, as it was the hub for U.S. Airways up until 2004. The Allegheny County Airport Authority has since been a strong push to bring additional routes into Pittsburgh International Airport with a focus on international markets and regional airline service. Pittsburgh International Airport is strategically placed to be within 90 minutes of flying within 70% of North America's population. 12 airlines provide connections to 68 destinations worldwide. Central connection for international business is based in the greater Pittsburgh area, such as Delta flying directly to Paris and the direction of the Allegheny County Airport Authority to pursue further additional international routes. Recent achievements at the Pittsburgh International Airport include being named the 2017 Airport of the Year by Air Transport World, the first airport in the United States to be given such a prestigious award. Last year, in 2016, it serviced about 8.3 million passengers, and over the past 2 years, saw 8 new airlines coming to Pitt, including 3 international carriers, such as Condor to Frankfurt, Germany, Porter Airlines to Toronto, and WOW Air to Reykjavik, Iceland. In addition to developments in airline travel, there have been many off-airport developments. For example, the County Airport Authority owns 8,800 acres of land surrounding the airport, of which 3,800 are developable. There has been an increase in corporate development, such as Royal Dutch Shell developing a natural gas cracker plant in Beaver County, and GE developing an additive manufacturing plant outside of the airport. In addition, there's been a rapidly growing increase in natural gas development with a partnership with Consol Energy that was an investment of over $46 million. Currently, 6 well pads are on the airport property, and there is potential for future development. Many corporate titans call the Pittsburgh International Airport area home. These companies include the world headquarters for Dick's Sporting Goods and Michael Baker. In addition, the County Airport Authority is developing a World Trade Center with large design potential and space available for offices, hotels, corporate hangars, and other areas of development.
We've forecasted the cost for the initial investment of the creation of the regional center. These costs include salaries for the team, administration, and expenses for external services. The summation of all these costs come to a total of $145,000. We've identified a number of operational costs, including administration fees, sales and marketing costs, office supply costs, rent, repair and maintenance costs, and utility expenses. These expenses total $127,000 per year. This total revenue of the regional center, less the investment return to our investors, needs to match this or exceed in order for the regional center to maintain profitability. As operations mature, these expenses may be reduced through operational excellence and profitability increase. In determination of our regional center project portfolio and to refrain from straddling, we are deciding to focus on a single industry for our projects. We've identified the real estate industry as a low-risk option for our foreign investors. A 2016 study showed that within this industry, foreign investors preferred the retail, hotel, and office applications of real estate the most. Our proposed projects will capitalize on these segments.
In conclusion, we here at PricewaterhouseCoopers Pittsburgh Division recommends that our customer develops a regional development center here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The Regional Development Center will be part of the EB5 visa program. We recommend this because our customer has a very strong connection in the Asian market, specifically in China and Southeast Asia. Two initial projects for the Regional Development Center are proposed as being a mixed-use real estate development area in the Lawrenceville neighborhood of Pittsburgh and development on and around the Pittsburgh International Airport. Both of these projects are considered to be low risk but moderate return with a very high chance of job creation. As a result, we recommend that our customer uses this regional development center that we are putting forth. Thank you.